90.5 FM, WGSJBC Radio. Who do we have calling on the line? I wonder, could this be my last caller of the day, the playwright of the day? Is this Miss Stevens?
It is Miss Stevenson.
Yeah, well, hello there, Miss Stevens. Well, thank you for calling in to Smooth 90.5 FM, WGSJBC Radio. How are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Where are you calling me all the way from?
Say that one more time, please.
Where are you calling me from?
Atlanta.
ATL. We got a caller.
Georgia.
We got a call all the way from ATL. Thank you very much for calling us and tell us what you have in store for our listeners. What's going on with you?
Well, as you mentioned, I'm an author and a playwright, so I do have an upcoming production that's going to hit the stage February the 28th in Austell, Georgia, at the Riverside Epicenter. So anyone that's in the Atlanta area, please hit me up and stop by and support this wonderful production. It's going to be great.
Okay. So what type of play is it?
It's a gospel play. It's a gospel stage play, but of course it does have its comedic side, so you'll be laughing. It's a little intense on some parts, but it has a spiritual undertone as well. Okay,
so what made you get into being a playwright?
I guess when I wrote my first book, Misery, Mess, and Miracles, everyone was asking for a movie or a sequel. So I thought about, let me do a play. And I used to write plays in school and for my church, local church, a while back. So decided to do it on a bigger level this time. So I turned my book into a play. And then after that, it's just a lot of ideas and things will just come to part. So it's like, here we go again. We're going to do another one. So I'm ready. It's been exciting.
Okay. So I take it that you're a veteran in this as well?
I wouldn't say a veteran. I still consider myself a newbie, but I'm very comfortable in the field. I'm very comfortable in the playwright arena.
Okay. So what is it that you want people to take from once they come in to your production, stage production? What is it that you want them to take from your play?
I want them to take from this particular play that the message is really about love, forgiveness, and acceptance. The title of the play is Can You Love Me Now? So a lot of times we love people for who we think they are and not for who they really are. And sometimes who we really are is really not pleasing, is really not top notch. We have some stuff in our closet that we don't like people to know about. So the play is once you understand and know who I really am, can you still love me for who I am and not for who you thought I was? So what I want them to take from that is that it's okay to accept the person where they are, even though you may not agree with their lifestyle or things that they're doing or what have you, but to forgive, because it deals with a lot of hurt and pain. So to forgive and love, overall, just love people, because that's what we're called to do.
Okay. So why gospel? Why a gospel play? And what is it really hitting in your gospel plays? Is it pertain to things in the church, or is it pertain to situations outside of a church after church is over with?
Why this particular play is gospel? I've experienced a lot of things as it relates to the play around the church. Of course, I'm a PK's kid, so I grew up in church.
You a PK?
Yes, I am. I'm a PK. So a lot of my experiences have been in church, even though I've experienced a lot of things outside of that too. But with this particular play, the situation, and I don't want to give it away, is so prevalent in the church arena. So that's the reason why I made it gospel, because there overall is a message, and I do want to share the message of Christ, and his message is love, or whatever. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to make this one a gospel play.
Wow. So you want to make it a gospel play. Let me ask you a question. How has your family taken the work that you have done and come out and do a playwright, become a playwright?
They have been very accepting. I think it's more exciting for them than it is for me, because I'm kind of like the little local celebrity, or like the little family celebrity or what have you, and which I don't consider myself one, but they think that that's great, because of course I written a book, and people are buying that, and then the plays and stuff that I've done. So they've been very accepting and supporting. So I appreciate that.
Is there anything that you would do differently from the time that you started becoming a playwright till now?
That's a good question. I don't think so. When I did my first play, especially on the level that I did, I didn't really know a lot. So maybe, I guess I changed that. Maybe I would do a little bit more research, because I just kind of jumped in. I went in by faith, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this thing. I wrote the script and got together and did my casting. So there were some things that I learned along the way. So moving forward, or if I had to do things over again, I'll probably do a little bit more research and be a little bit more prepared. It came off with great success, so I was blessed in that area that it didn't fall apart, and no one ever really knew that I didn't know too much of what I was doing. So yeah, that would be the one thing that I would change. I would just do a little bit more research if I was just starting out again, and I recommend that everyone does that, because a lot of people think it's so easy, and they see the end result, but they don't know the process by which you have to go through to get there. And it's a lot of work that you have to do behind the scenes to even get the production to stage. If you make it to the stage, then you've done something right.
So what is the process of putting a play together for you, a stage production for you?
The process for me, first of all, was coming up with something that is not similar to everyone else. I like doing different things. I like to do realistic topics and subject matters in stage plays. So that's part of the process, putting together a script that's going to have a message, and that is going to hold the audience attention. And then, of course, that picking out the best cast possible, the actors and the actresses that's going to make the script come to life. That's a great part of it. And, of course, budget. You can't do anything without money, so to speak, unless you have someone who's going to fund your whole process. So that's a major part that I see a lot of upcoming playwrights. We miss that as far as the budget, not really budgeting for the play. So that's part of the process as well. Managing your cast is a great task. Wow. Another process by which you have to go through, because sometimes you start out with a particular group and then they fall off. You have to go back through the process and you have some replacements or understudies fill in. So just managing your cast well, and just managing the whole project itself of getting to stage is a process.
Okay. So what is different about your work versus other playwrights?
What is different? I think...
Am I stumping you?
If I had to say anything was different, I would just say that I try to choose subjects that people want to talk about, but are afraid to talk about. So that's what's different. My stuff is realistic. My productions are realistic, but I talk about subject matter that people want to talk about, but they're kind of afraid to, and I'm not afraid to.
Okay. Am I stomping you? Am I stomping you yet?
You said, am I what?
Am I stomping you? Yeah, with these questions.
You are on a couple of questions like that. I wasn't expecting that. What makes
I have.
So, am I answering appropriately?
And there's no appropriate way of answering, but I'm gonna stomp you right now. Now, this is something that I do. I ask playwrights for their opinion on, and just give me a one-word statement what they think about a particular movie. I'm gonna call off a movie or a play, and you tell me from your view what, in one word, how you feel about it. Okay? Have you been listening to my show?
I'm listening. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I'm listening.
No. Have you been listening to the show at all?
Not today. I have not. No.
But have you listened to it at all?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you should be ready. So we're going to stomp the playwright. Here we go. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
One word, you said?
One word.
Funny.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
I've never really watched that movie all the way through, so I really can't give you an answer on that one.
Okay. Soap. The TV show Soap. That was a play.
The TV show.
With Billy Crystal.
Drama.
Okay. Django.
What was that? Say it again.
Django.
Oh, that was that was hilarious. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It was hilarious.
Hilarious.
I guess the first word would be intense, but after that, it's hilarious.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you another question. With the way plays being turned into movies and TV shows, which play do you feel that should not be touched, revised in an African American theme? And if so, what play do you feel that can make it through? Now, you see there's a lot of controversy about Annie. Annie was originally a white Broadway stage play.
Right.
And now there's a lot of controversy that now they've taken the African-American girl off the billboard and put a white girl up there now, per Walmart. What's your... Go ahead. You want to say something. You sitting on the edge.
I'm getting ready to elaborate. I just want to make sure that I understand the question. So of all the productions out here that I've seen that I'm aware of, what should not be touched or remade, is that the question? Yes,
into an African American thing, like West Side Story. Do you think West Side Story could work as with African Americans in it, all black cast?
It could, yeah. That I could see that easily being done. I guess if I had to answer one particular movie and then it was made into a play, would be The Color Purple. Or I'll make sure if I'm asking this right. I don't think that should be just. I love the play version of it, the Broadway play of it, but the movie itself, you just really can't really remake that.
Here, I'm gonna throw a spin to you. What if they turned The Color Purple into an all-white cast?
You said, what if it was an all-white cast?
What if they turned The Color Purple into an all-white cast?
No, it's not going to have the same effect.
Why not?
It's just not, because, I mean, that movie, we still watch that movie and we know it by heart, and to do it over again with an all-white cast, there's not going to be another Silly. It's just not going to happen. No, another Miss Sophia.
Are you saying there can't be?
It's just not going to have the same effect.
Are you saying there can't be a white Miss Ophelia?
They can give her that name, but no one other than Miss Seeley, Whoopi Goldberg, can play that role like she did. There's no other actor that can pull it off. And I just think the meaning behind the whole movie, the content and stuff, it would just be odd. I don't think it's no.
So with the way things have changed today with the same-sex marriage and everything, you don't think Ellen DeGeneres can be?
No.